plaintiff, Tia Davis, says when she met the defendant, she liked him and even tried to hit on him. But it didn't go anywhere because the defendant is gay. Tia claims the defendant's boyfriend did not like the fact that Tia wanted his man. But the defendant did not let that ruin their friendship. She's suing him for the balance due in a car, a ticket, and lost wages. Defendant Andre Strickland says he loves Tia, and she's like a sister to him. And he's devastated that this situation has come to this. Andre does not believe he owes the full amount because Tia had him falsely arrested, and he spent 2 days in jail. He's countersuing for lost wages.
Start with you.
Well, Your Honor, Andre and I, very good friends, met back in 2007. He was a part of a production company I had auditioned for, and we hit it off very well.
Auditioned to produce what? For what type of production?
I am an aspiring artist, actress, singer, and it was a talent show that his production company was putting on at the time.
You didn't get the role?
I got the role, but we ended up hitting it off more so as good friends. He even became my manager after some time.
Good.
Andre, I loved Andre, and I actually tried to hit on Andre, and that didn't work out too well.
Why?
Because he's cute.
No, why didn't it work out?
Because Andre doesn't like my kind.
Okay.
And that's fine. But we hit it off very well, and Andre's boyfriend at the time did not like that very much. So it caused a little friction, but what I appreciated and respected is that Andre didn't let that or allow that to come between the friendship that we were building. We hit it off so well that we were pretty much inseparable. We were always going places together, doing things together. He's seen me naked, I've seen him naked, I mean respectfully, but nothing like that. I'm sorry. But
how you all end up naked?
I always joke with Andre, and his family and my family knows that if he were not a gay man, that he would be my man.
I know. How did you end up naked, though?
Because I don't mind being naked.
I'm looking for the circumstance, the scenario. You all are in the hotel together.
We spent a lot of time
together. You say, I want to
together.
be with you, Andre, because you said you hit on him. And he says, no, but let's just sit here naked. So I'm just asking you how that just doesn't sound, you know, people who I don't want, women who I might have a friendship with, and she might want to be in a relationship, and we've never ended up naked. That's what I'm saying. So me and Doyle are friends. It's like the two of you all are friends. We've never ended up naked. That's why I want to know, how did you all end up naked?
Okay. Well, the thing is, and I probably shouldn't have brought that up, but that's how close we were, because we spent a lot of time.
Okay, you don't want to tell me the scenario.
Well, the scenario is that we spent a lot of time together, and
right,
I would
that's not a
intrude on him.
scenario.
I would intrude on him, and he would not. That wasn't a want for him, but I would just bust in.
All right. Do you want to give me some background, and hopefully your boyfriend doesn't see her stumbling around about this question as to why the two of you have been naked in each other's company?
I would be at Tia's house, and she would walk around naked from time to time.
Okay, and how about you?
She would be at my house, and she bust in on me.
And you'd walk around naked from time to time?
Not so much, no.
Well, how did she see you naked?
She would bust into the bathroom. She did come into the bathroom one time.
Because he's going to be my husband in the next lifetime.
Oh. Go ahead, sir. Anything else you want to tell me about the friendship before we get to the car?
You know, I love Tia a lot. Like she said, I've known her for about 7 years. She's like my sister. And I just wish that we didn't have to come to this place. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out this nakedness. I'm trying to use some examples. Because I'm just trying to help you out. Seriously, because your boyfriend, he's not going. Does your boyfriend know y'all get naked on each other?
We do not get naked. Just let's.
You did. You say you come over and she walks around naked.
I mean,
you say she comes over, she busts into the bathroom and see you naked, but yet she's just like a sister to you. I'm just thrown off, and I'm trying to clear it up for your boyfriend, but I don't think he's gonna take these answers y'all are giving me. So you deal with that after this comes on. Now let's get to the balance on the car and the lost wages that you're suing him for.
Okay, back in September 2015, Andre and I went into a written notarized agreement that he would purchase 2002 Volvo from me. And he consistently paid up until June 2016. That was a breaking point for me because starting in November of last year, 2015, tickets started coming in the mail. First few tickets, my posture was fine. After the fourth or fifth ticket, I was irritated and my posture changed and my tone changed. So Andre got a total of 10 tickets on my tags. And we verbally agreed when we first did the written agreement that he would not get any tickets. Again, after the fourth ticket is when my tone changed. I started cursing him out and calling him all types of names and things like that because I was irritated. Andre didn't like the way that I was speaking to him. So therefore, he started to, his posture changed and he was no longer being the sweet Andre that I know. And we started having more verbal altercations. I've told Andre I will box him like a dude if he continues, you know.
Did you do that?
Yes.
Oh, within your posture change. Within your posture change. All right, so you all fell out over the tickets.
Yes.
So tell me about the car.
Andre sent me an email in June telling me that he was going to pay his half for the insurance, but he didn't have the money for the car. And he did not tell me when he would pay for the car. At that time, I took the matter to the law because in my written agreement, I did tell him that if he did not pay, that it will be legal action.
You have that?
Yes, sir. Loved Andre. And I actually tried to hit on Andre, and that didn't work out too well.
Why?
Because he's cute.
No, why didn't it work out?
Because Andre doesn't like my kind.
Okay.
Plaintiff Tia Davis is suing her friend, who claims Tia had him falsely arrested. As a result, he spent 2 days in jail.
Go ahead.
I went to the police department only because I wanted my tags. I never wanted the vehicle back. I wanted my payments for the vehicle, but I wanted the tags. Andre refused to give me the tags, so it pushed me to go and file a report. Now, I never intended for anything malicious to happen to Andre, him being arrested or anything like that.
That's not
He
true.
was arrested.
I never intended for Andre to be arrested, but in filing for my tags, they said that I had to do a UUV, which is an unauthorized use of the vehicle, because the tags become the car.
And what happened?
Andre was arrested, something that I did not want to happen, but it's a part of the process. And the whole thing was...
Sir, did you stay in jail? Or you got out? It was just a fine, they arranged you and let you go?
I stayed in jail for 2 days.
Was it a weekend or something?
It was not a weekend. It was...
4th of July weekend was coming up.
4th of July weekend was coming up, but this happened on a Wednesday.
You didn't want him to go to jail?
I didn't want Andre to go to jail. I just wanted my tags.
What do you say, sir, regarding her tags, the balance on the car, and your lost wages are for what?
My lost wages are for the 3 days that I missed from work.
3 days.
18 hours at $35 an hour.
Well, starting with the lost wages, Tia went to court. She didn't have to do that because she could have communicated.
She didn't, and unless this is something malicious, then you don't get lost wages. Malicious meaning you did it intentionally to try and cost her some days at work.
And she could have easily communicated with me. She did not have
to the why? Don't tell me about she could have easily. Why haven't you paid?
Well, I didn't pay because I fell on hard times, and I emailed her to let her know. That I was not going to make the $150 payment. Tia took it and thought that I wasn't going to make any more payments on the vehicle at all.
Okay.
Why she came to that conclusion is beyond me, totally beyond me. I had made every single payment up until that point and had planned to continue making the payments until I got arrested and this became a legal matter.
All right. Well, you're not denying owing her. That's the key point, right?
Well, I think that I should not have to pay her
Why?
anything. I think that because she went and got the law involved, she did not have to do that. She could have easily come to me, communicated with me to let me know that she wanted her tags in the first place.
Didn't you ask for your tag?
I asked for the tags, and I have text messages where Andre
Then you
is.
telling me she didn't ask you, sir?
These are the text messages where Andre is telling me that the tags are a part of him purchasing the vehicle.
Tia asked
they
me
were
for
not-
the tags at one time, and then she gave me the tags back.
Sir, I see the evidence that she communicated with you and did everything but beg you. And your counterclaim for $640, how does she owe you, sir?
Well, I ended up in jail because Tia went and filed false charges that I stole her vehicle. I did not
She
steal
didn't,
it.
did you file false charges that he stole the vehicle?
Absolutely
Let's
not.
see what
and
you have.
here's what I filed. It was for the tags. And because the law is written the way it is in Maryland, the tags are on the car, they become one. So I couldn't just file for the tags. I had to do it as an unauthorized use of the
Because
vehicle.
what year is the vehicle?
2002.
And it says vehicle tags. And it says the value of the theft is less than $1,000. The type of theft, vehicle tags. That's exactly what she said. So they jailed you for that, sir. Your counterclaim is dismissed. And then, ma'am, with regard to your claim, I'll give you everything except for the lost wages. You want $630 for the lost wages. So we'll say $2,180 minus $630.
Is $1,550.
All right, that's your judgment, ma'am. $1,550. Have a good day.
Plaintiff Robert Counterman says he dated the defendant for 5 weeks, but he now realizes that she took advantage of him. Robert claims the defendant started asking for money within 2 weeks of dating, and now she owes him nearly $2,000, so he's suing. Defendant Christine Silence says within the first week of meeting Robert, he wanted to help her out financially. Christine claims they broke up after Robert told her that he thought of his ex every time they were intimate, and she insists he's suing for more than she owes.
Start with you.
Okay, Your Honor. People have told me that I've been too trusting too quickly, and I believe this is what happened with Chrissy.
How many people tell you that?
3 or 4, family and friends,
Starting when?
all my life.
Okay, and you still haven't learned your lesson? You don't believe them?
Well, I just think you should give people a chance until they give you a reason not to.
All right. What do you want to tell me about your association with the defendant?
Okay, so I knew Chrissy for maybe three weeks or so. We dated, 5 weeks altogether, and she took advantage of me, and that's why I'm here. People have told me that I've been too trusting too quickly, and I believe this is what happened with Chrissy.
How many people tell you that?
3 or 4, family and friends,
Starting when?
all my life.
Okay, and you still haven't learned your lesson?
Defendant Christine Silence dated the plaintiff, but she claims she broke up with him after he confessed that he thought of his ex every time he and Christine were intimate.
Go ahead.
I met Chrissy at the casino. She's a blackjack dealer and a very good one at that. We hit it off right away. She's a dealer and I play blackjack. And even though we work on opposite sides of the table, we had a lot of common interests, movies and music and playing cards. Just everything was fine. We started seeing each other outside the casino. And after about 3 weeks or so, we just went our separate ways. Or it wasn't a good fit, but we remained friends. So at that time, she told me of some financial problems that she had.
How long after meeting her or dating her did she come up with the financial problems?
I would say a couple weeks, maybe.
What was that financial problem?
All right, so end of January, she says someone broke into her car and took her money from her paycheck that she just cashed. And
Cash was in the car, she told you?
right, according to Chrissy, yes.
Laying on the seat?
That's what I
On
wouldn't do
the
that.
dashboard.
Even I wouldn't do that.
You give me some background, ma'am. Now, he's started with the one loan. Sounds like he's taking a breath. Sounds like he has several more loans. So let's start with this, ma'am.
All right, Your Honor. We had started, like he said, at the end of January. Within the first week of meeting me, he wanted to help me with my phone bill. And
How
my
did he
phone.
find out you owed?
I had said my phone's off, and I was actually having problems with my phone bill
Before he knew about your phone bill, why did you tell him?
because he was trying to contact me. But I was going to be paying it the very next day, and I told him, please don't. He insisted on helping me. So things progressed. We dated. We turned into friends with
How
benefits.
much did he help you for that time?
That was $200.
All right. Oh, you owed exactly 200?
Yes.
Okay.
Then, within a couple weeks, it was Valentine's Day, so we're going into February. He showed up to my door with a box of chocolates and a keychain, unexpectedly, and tells me I'm a very special person. And as he's handing me over the box of chocolates, he tells me that every time we were together sexually, he thought of his ex. So at that point, I said, okay, really? Well, I thought that was really hurtful, and I was done. Within another week, he wanted to help me with my rent.
How did he find out you owed rent?
I said I was behind.
Okay.
So,
Why did you decide to tell him you were behind?
because he asked me what was going on, why I seemed so
He actually,
stressed.
so okay. So
We're
anybody that
talking-
said, oh, that ain't nothing but dry begging, ma'am. Oh, that's the oldest game in the world. Oh, he comes here. How you doing, baby? Oh, bad, real bad. What do you mean? You bad? What is it? I just been depressed lately. Depressed about what, sweetie? What? I want to ask. You don't want to know. Oh, no, I do want to know. No, I'll just keep it to myself. No, don't keep it to yourself. That's what I'm here for. I'm here for you to share things with me. If we're going to be a couple, I need you to share. We need to be open with each other. No, 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 this isn't your problem. This is my problem. Honey, would you play? Okay, I'll rent. All right, so go ahead. You drive big and told him your problems because he wanted to know why you were depressed. And so what did he loan you this time? To
So
get your
he-
depression off of you.
He wrote me a check for $600 at the same time with a promissory note, which I was hesitant to sign.
I know you
Because
were.
I said, I already owe you.
That's against all the rules of the game.
I already
Hey,
owe you
I gotta
$200.
send you to Detroit, get some lessons. You believed that, didn't you? Poor thing.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. What else, sir?
Okay, so
So far, we're up to 800.
okay, yeah, she's acknowledging the promissory note. I have it here if you.
Let's see it.
Okay, so she agreed to pay back 3 equal payments of $200 every 2 weeks, starting on February 12th. All right, so I think we both know what happened, but February 12th comes around. Instead of a payment, I got another story of another bill.
Just so happened?
Just so happened, yeah. So
What was it this time?
I believe it was a
Plumber?
gas bill at that time.
the gas bill.
Middle of winter and everything.
How much was it? An exact amount?
Approximately $200.
Exact amount. Go ahead.
All right.
When was that?
That was February 12th.
All right. Another 200.
Right. So this started a cycle with things coming up and then me loaning her more money and more money for other things to the tune of $1,478.
And she's paid you none of it back, sir?
No, Your Honor.
He showed up to my door with a box of chocolates and a keychain and tells me I'm a very special person. And as he's handing me over the box of chocolates, he tells me that every time we were together sexually, he thought of his ex. Well, I thought that was really hurtful, and I was done.
Defendant Christine Silence dated the plaintiff, but she claims she broke up with him after he confessed that he thought of his ex every time he and Christine were intimate.
How do we get to 19? You're suing for 1,900, yet you say she only owes,
Okay.
she's only borrowed 1,400.
Well, this put me in kind of a bind, and I'm not proud of it, but I went to those payday loan places to get caught up on things because I wasn't getting the payments that I had expected from her. So I feel that she's responsible for the interest on those loans.
How are you going to loan all your money out to a woman, then go to the highest known interest-bearing financial institution in the world, a payday loan, because you've given her all of your money over and over and over?
Your Honor, if I might...
And now you think somebody else should pay for it. You want to pass the tab, that tab along too. No, you assume the risks, sir. You knew you were loaning this money to this woman, and so you knew you should have had money available to you aside from loaning it all out. Just because you have bad financial management or common sense, nobody else is required to pay for that bad judgment. So I'm not going to even have her pay the interest on the loans that you took out to give to her to continue tricking you. No, we're not doing that. Ma'am, what do you want to tell me about all this? The loan, the most recent
Your
loans.
Honor,
he say he borrowed a what?
Can I give you a copy
what
of
is
that
that?
list? This is just a list stating the amounts.
Yeah, I know. You told me what the amounts are, minus that $500 for interest. And ma'am, what do you say to the $1,400 that he is alleging you owe him?
That list he just handed you was something that I kept track of at the time. I had said, oh, well, since we're just friends, I'll, write down every time he took me out to coffee and every time he took out to dinner. And he responded, no, don't worry about it. And I did give him a $200 payment. He gave me back $125 to pay a bill. And then I tried giving him back $80, so I did make a payment of $155 total, which left me with $645.
Now this is getting depressing. You're gonna have to give me some money for being depressed. You want to give me some money to stop my depression. This woman pays you back the money she owes, and then you get it in your hand. Let me loan it back.
I did. I gave it right back to her. Your Honor,
No. Go ahead, ma'am.
The biggest thing was out of all this, when we had taken a road trip to a casino up north, and I had taken out my last $100 that I had on me. I put him in the game. He had that money ran up to over $3,000. Over $3,000. I said, maybe we should go. He insisted and said, no, I'm playing this till we lose. Forget it now.
So what? What do you have to do with what he does with his money other than paying him back what he's giving you? Now, do you owe him or not?
I do owe him.
How much? $1,400?
$645.
All right. Why don't you believe you owe the difference?
Okay, the $800 I will say I owe, and everything else was gifts. I don't think you
Your
should
Honor,
pay someone to date.
Yes.
I have a list of itemized expenses.
You don't think you should pay someone to date? All right. Did you tell him that before he started paying you? Let's see it.
This was on February 12th. She sent that to me. That totals $1,112 at that time.
I am responsible for those expenses as well. What is that? Expenses of phone,
That's after I told her, don't worry
mailbox, after breakfast, $4. That's why she didn't want to pay you. Sir, you expect her to pay you all this back?
She sent that to me. Look, on that line, I said, don't worry about the restaurants. And then after that, she responds by, we're only friends. She said that. We're only friends, so I'm responsible for those charges.
Sir, she only admits to $800. You have any other evidence?
Yes. This is a text message she sent me.
Let's see it then,
stating
please, sir. Let's see it.
1457.
All right, ma'am. It's April 30th. When's the last communication you say you had with him regarding the monies?
I have something stating May 22nd.
Defendant Christine Silence dated the plaintiff, but she claims she broke up with him after he confessed that he thought of his ex every time he and Christine were intimate.
Read that part and then hand it to me.
And now this ridiculous sum you pushed to help me, and it's seeming this was your plan all along and nothing. You're threatening court. If I find a way to get you this by the 4th, it sounds like you're suing me anyways. They cut my draw at work, and I'm having serious
How does that
problems.
determine the amount? You replied and you acknowledged that you owe. Now, is there a difference in the amount you owe than the amount you told him April 30th? Because you said the current balance is $1,457. Now, is there a different amount, Miss Slick?
No.
All right, I didn't think so. Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff.
I wish you well. I'm glad we can put this behind us.
I agree, and I just would hope that you respect that you do not see me at my job, and I would like no further contact.
Fair enough.
Plaintiff Shane Lyles says he's been in the music business for years, and he met the defendant while doing a radio interview. Shane claims he agreed to provide talent for the defendant's comedy show because the defendant is blind and was trying to raise money for a special pair of glasses. But the defendant failed to pay him, so he's suing. Defendant T.P. Lucas says Shane is nothing but a smooth-talking predator who claimed he was worth $6 million. He's countersuing because he claims after the comedy event, Shane defamed him online.
Start with you.
Well, Your Honor, I've been in the business for a very long time. My family members been
What
in the
business?
Music business. What
do you do?
I'm a promoter and a manager. My cousin is Kevin Lyles, which used to own be Def Jam Records.
I know Kevin well.
And my brother is not Smooth B from Nice and Smooth, have Platinum Records. The people I run with is platinum selling artists.
Kevin as big as they come.
Yes, and he taught me very well about the business. So
Well, why are you in here?
suing this gentleman here.
Well, if you'd have listened to Kevin, you wouldn't be in here. Kevin doesn't have to show up. Kevin has been involved with Beyonce's career. What, she managed Trey Songz right now?
Yes.
I know Kevin.
Yes.
He don't end up in court. He's great, but you need to follow him around, not just listen to him.
Right.
Go ahead.
Well, I met this gentleman here. I was doing a radio interview, and he heard everything that I was doing. I own my own store. I got my own barbershop. I own my record label, and I own my distribution contract company. So he asked me to do some business with him. I held on the line, and he said he wanted to get some glasses called e-glasses. So I said, I normally don't do business with people that don't have no credential. So I felt sorry for him because he said he was blind, and he wanted to get these glasses that cost $15,000. So I said, okay, we continue to go.
Blind folks don't want you to feel sorry for them.
Well, actually, I didn't say I felt sorry to him, but I have some kind of heartfelt. It's because he needed these glasses called e-glasses for $15,000. So we start speaking.
$15,000?
$15,000 so he can get his sight back. And we could continue to talk. That was maybe March 30th. So we continued to talk on. And he had an idea that he already had a show produced. He wanted to do a comedy show. And I said, okay, I'll come in and be your secret backer and help you with it so we can gain more business. And as we start talking, this guy here, he didn't make good on the contract.
What was the agreement?
The agreement was he supposed to pay for my client, Miss Bird, with double RMG, and my other client that I had brought in as the headliner, TP Hearns. And I pay for everything. I pay for the flyers, which is this.
Well, let me see the contract first, and then let me have some background from you, sir.
Well, like you said, we met earlier this year, and I mean, impressive, just smooth with words, you know what I'm saying? Got me excited. I'm thinking God sent this man to me. He told me it was worth $6.2 million, owned homes all around the country.
How did you all get into all that?
That's
meeting on the radio.
His MO. That's his conversation.
No, let me back up. You all met in an interview on the radio?
Interview on the radio.
All right, and how did it get beyond that, or did he tell you all that on the radio show?
Well,
he just out of his mouth? Let me tell you this, Lucas. I'm worth $6 million. I got such and such and such and such. That's how it happened?
That's how it happened.
Okay. Why do you think he told you all that? He didn't know you? He had no motive to tell you his business? Why do you think he told you that?
I think he told me all of that because he's a predator.
Because he's a what?
A predator. Yes, the man he told me all that because he wants all the attention. Everything's got to be about him.
Okay, now you're confusing me. First you said he told you that because he was a predator. Now you're telling me he told you that because he wants attention. So which one is it, or is it both?
It's both, sir.
Okay, I'm telling you this because I want some attention. So I'm gonna tell you directly and personally that I'm worth $6 million, so you can give me some attention. You give him some attention?
I gave him all kind of attention.
I know you did. I know you did.
I gave him all.
So what happened, sir?
And I mean,
did you tell him, or did you all discuss doing an event together?
Yeah, we did discuss doing an event together. He told me that he would be taking my event to the next level of the game. I didn't know he meant a low level.
Your Honor, Your
You
Honor.
said the next low level. That's what he meant, huh?
Right.
Yeah.
Defendant T.P. Lucas says the plaintiff agreed to be a sponsor at one of his comedy shows, but he turned out to be nothing but a smooth-talking predator.
So, what did you all agree to do?
Well, we agreed to take my event to the next level of the
Give
game.
me some specifics of what the agreement was.
Add a bigger name to the event, put more people on the event, the musical guests and stuff like that.
Let me ask you the specifics of the agreement. So give me the numbers that
Well, the
were
numbers
agreed
were
to.
as follow: pay the talent that came, and then the rest was supposed to be going toward my glasses.
All right. So all he did was pay the talent. That was his obligation.
Well, yeah,
That was his only obligation.
his obligation was to sponsor the event with his vodka brand. He came in as a sponsor.
Okay. And what did that entail?
He was supposed to pay for all the advertisements, all the flyers, the street team, the promoter.
Okay.
And he's supposed to make it happen. His exact words to me was, "I'm the man with the money."
All right. So far, you've told me the agreement was that he would pay the talent and that he would do the promotions.
Right.
All right. And was he to receive anything in exchange for that?
No.
All right. And that was the agreement. And you say the agreement was different than that?
Your Honor, yes, it was different. Why would I
And
go?
you've handed me an agreement.
Right.
And so you say the agreement was what again?
It was originally $5,000, but he couldn't have it in his budget, so I cut it down to $3,500. My thing is, Your Honor, why would I give this man a free show without my company getting paid for it? That doesn't make any sense to me. This man said he was blind, but in all, Your Honor, he was robbing me blind.
If the R&B comedians
Lies.
show up on time, they will be paid in full. Did the comedians show up?
Yes, they showed up, and here's
Okay, and sir, I'm looking at this and I don't see anything about him promoting or requiring him to advertise. This is a contract to provide performers for your event. That's all I see on this contract. Do you have a different contract, sir?
No, I don't recall a contract. We made
Okay,
verbal agreements.
Okay, you never signed an agreement?
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
And he did?
Yes, his name there, T.P.
All
Lucas.
right.
You
Well,
see it?
do you have your ID with you today, sir?
I do.
Thank you, sir.
See if the signature matches. And then you can tell me, what is your counterclaim for, sir? Mr. Lucas, defamation. How did he defame you?
Well, after the event didn't go according to plan, and I explained to the man, you can't.
What happened to the event? Tell me.
The numbers weren't what we expected. We
wasn't.
expected a larger crowd, and we didn't get the attendance we were looking for. And right then and there, his anger showed out. He publicly humiliated me in front of my
Why?
family because there wasn't enough money made.
What did he lose?
His mind, because he really.
But Honor, this man,
Hold on, sir. Hold on.
He really,
right,
he
sir.
attacked me.
I'm referring to the verbal agreement. You said the verbal agreement was that he would pay for the talent and he would pay to promote it. There was nothing he was supposed to receive, or maybe I missed that part. What was he supposed to receive in exchange for paying for the talent and for the promotions? Was he to receive anything?
No.
Well, he had no reason to be mad. He wasn't supposed to receive anything. What is he mad about?
That's my point.
Did you ask him?
Well, I tried to, but
And what'd he say?
he cussed me out so bad in front of everybody after that
Saying
event.
what? What did he say you did wrong?
Well, he said the money wasn't right. I was supposed to do more stuff. I guess he wanted me to give him a tour of the city or something. I don't know.
That's what he said?
Right. I
You
mean,
said he
then
said cuss you out. He
it-
said so many things. He accused you of so many things, and you can't remember
No,
any
he
of them?
accused me of lying to him when I did not lie to him.
About what?
About the security. I mean, he told
Okay,
me.
now it's security.
Right.
All right. So
he told me
he
needed
said you
security.
lied to him about the security. What else did he say you did wrong?
He said that I was supposed to pay for everything. Somehow we spin it around where I'm in debt when we're
All
supposed to be making money
All
for me to
right.
get glasses.
Defendant T.P. Lucas says the plaintiff agreed to be a sponsor at one of his comedy shows, but he turned out to be nothing but a smooth-talking predator.
And your counterclaim is for defamation. What did he do to you?
Well, my daughter came into my bedroom hysterical early one morning. I mean, crying and screaming because she went on social media and saw a poster of her dad with bullet holes in his face because he put something out there and called it target practice.
Let's see it, please.
I mean, he put my baby in shock.
How did that defame you? That might be harassment or a threat. And this doesn't say anything about you that alleges you've done something that you didn't do or hurt your reputation. This just says something with target practice on it. And how do I know he did this? Number one, this is not even an allegation of defamation. This is an allegation of a threat or an implied threat. But how do I know he did this in the first place?
Well, I don't know how to do that.
Okay, you don't know if he did. Okay, because you don't know how to do it, you assume he did it.
Well, I know he called all the colleagues of mine that I introduced him to.
And said what?
And he told them that nobody was working with me no more. He told them that I was unfair, untruthful, and there was a promoter that actually pulled the plug on his whole show because of what he had to say.
Because he alleged you were dishonest.
Right.
And told people that you, And so the number one defense to defamation is truth. When someone says something about you, whether it's negative or not, and they tell other people about you and it hurts your reputation, if it's true, there's nothing you can do. And I'm looking at this signature from your driver's license to the signature on this contract, and it's an exact match. So you are being dishonest not only with him, you've been dishonest with me, because this contract says you were to pay for all the talent. That's what it says. And so you've been dishonest with me. And so the defamation claim is dismissed, because whatever he said about you being dishonest, whatever, or bad businessman, he was right. And today I'm going to grant your judgment because you provided evidence, and even though he tried to mislead, better known as lie to me, his signature was an exact match. $3,500 for the plaintiff. Your claim
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.